G'day my little robins, it's me Beth. Another week has passed, which means you get another video from me. And if you can't already have read the title, which says this is a November Q&A, then I'm going to tell you again. This week I'm doing another Q&A since it's the end of November, and this is how these things usually work. The first question comes from a YouTube comment. That's right, I take questions on YouTube, and it is from Alexis Nightstep. And it is, if you were to become any type of creature or super being, what would it be? And now I'm going to have to go with a cliche, and I'm going to have to go vampire because I think I've already got some of the traits down. I don't like sunlight. I'm pale. I don't like people, which I think vampires don't like, and I love the colour black. So I'm going to have to say vampire because if I have a daylight ring, I can still go out in the daylight. I just ate some hair. So yes, Alexis Nightstep, I would be a vampire. Gotta love a good old cliche. The next question comes from Tumblr, and it was sent in by a non because people don't like leaving their names on Tumblr. And the question is, what is your best memory of November? Well, if it isn't already obvious from my shirt, I went to see Delain on their Moonbathers tour in Manchester on the 12th of November, and oh my god, it was the best night ever. Like Delain, I've been a fan of Delain for a while, and they don't really tour the UK that often, so when they did, I bought a ticket even though I was there on my own. But I have discovered that metal fans are some of the nicest human beings possible, especially when almost all of the fans were my parents' age. That's right. I got to headbang and, you know, fist pump with people the same age as my mum and dad, which was weird, but because I was probably the youngest person there, they like took me under the wing and they gave me some advice, you know, on how to headbang. I learned how to headbang properly, you know, they looked out for me, and overall it was just an amazing night. Delain played all my favourite songs. I got to see him on tour, and I hope to see him again in the future, so seeing Delain in Manchester in November is my best November memory. The third question again comes from a Tumblr anon. And it is, what is your favourite candle smell? Now I have two favourite candle smells this month. First one is, this is a limited edition one by Bayliss and Harding. Yeah, and it is Midnight Fig and Pomegranate. It's just, oh. I just sniffed ash. Woo! That gave me a bit of a high. Yes, Midnight Fig and Pomegranate. It just smells so Christmassy, you know, and it made the flat smell divine. And you can tell it's a bit of an expensive candle because with expensive candles, you know, the smell is a bit stronger, you know, it lingers, unlike some cheaper candles where the smell kind of filters out after a couple of hours. It's glass as well. Yeah, that's my first favourite candle smell, and my second favourite candle smell is a lot more affordable. Comes from trusty Primark, and it is Plum Blossom and Vanilla, which surprisingly, I think the reason I was drawn to it is because it's got this, it's like this dark purple colour, but it kind of smells similar to the really expensive candle. And this smell, it doesn't go away after a couple of hours, despite being a cheaper candle. I think I might have just found a dupe. This Q&A is really repping the Tumblr anons. The next one is, do you sing in the shower? Do I sing in the shower? Of course I do. I mean, if you say you don't, you're probably guilty of it. I mean, who doesn't sing in the shower? I always take my phone in, and I always have my Spotify up. I'll put my Spotify on shuffle, and then I'll just, you know, belt out whatever tune starts playing. And my Spotify is very random, so you don't know what genre I'm going to get, you know, what artist. It's usually some European metal band, so I'm headbanging in the shower while trying to do my like face and my hair. I don't really do it when my flatmate's in because I don't like people hearing me sing. But when my flatmate's out or if she's still at work, I will have a shower and I will sing to my heart's content, and I apologise to the neighbours below us and the neighbours, you know, next to us, because I don't have the best singing voice. What songs do you guys sing in the shower? Alrighty, the next question is another YouTube comment, and it is from Caitlin Lockwood, who I think I've answered questions for her in previous Q&As, but she sent them to me via Wattpad. She's now found my YouTube channel, and her question was, who's your biggest celebrity crush? Okay, Caitlin, my biggest celebrity crush, I'm going to put it out there. I like older men. It's one of my 3 rules. I won't date anyone my own age. Anyone younger, they have to be older. And so if we're going on that front, my biggest celebrity crush is Liam Neeson. That's right. I really do like them old. Something about Liam Neeson that, I think it's like the fact that he just seems so nice and genuine when you see him in interviews. The accent, he makes some good films. I'm not going to mention the Taken films because some of them were awful. But yeah, Liam Neeson is my biggest celebrity crush. And the final question in this Q&A again comes from YouTube user Lemon Diamond. Love that name, and it is, what are your top 5 biggest pet peeves? Okay, I wrote my pet peeves down. My first pet peeve is people who talk with their mouths full. There's nothing nice about me looking at you and seeing what you're eating while you're trying to talk to me. You put food in your mouth, swallow it, and then start a conversation. My second pet peeve is people who overly brag. Like, if I'm in a situation and someone's like, oh, I've done this and I've met this person, all I'm thinking of is, why? You know, we're meant to be having a nice conversation, you're kind of icing me out here because I haven't done any of those things. I understand if you've done something like amazing, but don't overly brag about it because nobody wants to hear about it. My third pet peeve is rude or racist people, because quite frankly I don't have time for that. You know, if you have your own opinions, you know, or your own thoughts, you know, that's perfectly fine, but keep it kind of to yourself. If I'm out with you and you start spewing some like racist stuff, I'm probably just going to be like, excuse me, you know, let's end this. You know, if you think that by saying stuff, you know, it's going to influence me, you're wrong. I have my own opinions. I just hate people who are overly rude or racist. And my fourth pet peeve is people who are late. I'm a very punctual and organised person. I will get to a place at least 5 minutes early, but I hate when you get that one person who's like, okay, I'll be there at that time, and then they're not. And then you get another message saying, oh yeah, I'm running a bit late, I'll be there in 2 minutes. And then like half an hour later they show up. If you're going to make a time, you better stick to it or I'm out. And my fifth and final pet peeve is people who don't cover their mouths when they cough. I mean, that's just like only manners. Like when I cough, I will look away and, you know, cough into my hands. But I know people that don't even cover their mouths. You're meant to be, you know, trying to keep the germs away from people. You're just spreading it. Cover your mouth when you're going to cough. Yeah, that's just the end of this November Q&A. If you guys want to ask me questions, you know, feel free to do it in the YouTube comments, or you can leave questions for me on my social media. All the links are in the description box because, you know, a variety of platforms makes Beth a very happy person. Didn't think that through. If you liked the video, don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. While you're down there, don't forget to click subscribe because there's nothing stopping you, and it kind of makes me want to make videos even more. So yeah, subscribe, like, comment, ask me questions. Probably I probably won't do another Q&A now until the end of January, so goodbye. No, the last Q&A of 2016. God, this year's gone so fast. Until next week, I am Beth. Goodbye.